Hello, hello, hello. Hello, people. Let me know if I am audible to you, if I'm visible to you. Am I audible? Please help me out with this. Hello. This one seems to be fine. Right. I'm really very sorry we did not have yesterday's class. There was something which was very urgent. Otherwise, I would not have cancelled the class. Now, if you remember, in class number 16th, which was done on the previous Sunday, we were talking about permutation and combination, and we started with theory of permutation, isn't it? We talked in details about the rule of addition and subtraction, and what kind of questions do you get from rule of addition and subtraction, right? So in this video, I'm going to be focusing primarily on combination, and then we will try to understand what is the correlation between combination and permutation, and what kind of problems you should be approaching while you're solving combination problems, जहां पे थोड़ा permutation का usage हो सकता है, कहां पे आप इन दोनों topics को differentiate कर सकते हो. So those are the things that we would be talking about in this particular class. Now, just a second. Okay, understand this. When we talk about combination, the formula that everybody knows is what? NCR is equal to n factorial over r factorial into n minus r factorial. And in the last video, in the last session, in fact, we talked about what is the meaning of factorial. So if you write 5 factorial, mathematically this is product of the 5 numbers, 5 natural numbers starting with 1 to 5, isn't it? So what did I say? NCR. You do not have to be concerned. कोई डरने की जरूरत नहीं है. It only says that NCR is equal to n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial. Do you understand this? Now, in the last class, we talked about that NPR is going to be n factorial upon n minus r factorial, right? This is where we ended the session. We will start the session from this particular formula itself. So let us first find out what is the value of 5p1, 5p2 and 5p3 by using this, and then slowly we will be switching to this formula and how we should be utilizing that. Is that okay? Now, you see, if I have to find out 5p1, what is n out here? N is 5, so this becomes 5 factorial over this is 5 negative 1 factorial, isn't it? So mathematically this is 5 factorial divided by 4 factorial. If you simplify this value will be nothing but 5. So what is that we found out? We found out the value of 5p1 as 5. Now, how do we find out the value of 5p2? 5p2, if you understand, this is 5 factorial, and in the denominator 5 negative 2 factorial, isn't it? 5 negative 2 factorial is going to be nothing but 3 factorial. And if you simplify this is 5 into 4, which is 20. Are you getting what I'm trying to talk about? What is the meaning of saying 5p2 and what is the meaning of saying 5p1? P stands for selection and arrangement. That is the keyword that you should know. What did I say? The keyword out here for permutation, the keyword for permutation is selection and arrangement both. थोड़ा सा थिक हो सकता है, एक 10-15 मिनट लग सकता है आपको ये पूरी तरीके से समझने में as to what this is all about. So please understand this. If I have got something like this, if I say 5p1 and I'm getting only 5, this means out of 5 distinct items you're taking one and you're placing one at one place. भाई अगर मेरे पास में अगर A है, B है, C है, D है और E है, are they 5 distinct elements? Yes. If I have to choose one, what is this? Selection. If I have to choose one, in how many ways I can do that? I can take either A or B or C or D or E. In 5 ways I can do that. That is the significance of this 5. But it is much more than selection. What is this? It is arrangement as well. So if I have to select A and I am arranging A at only one place, in how many ways I can do that? सिर्फ एक ही तरीका हो सकता है वो, isn't it? If I select B and arrange B at only one place, in how many ways I can do that? In only one way. If I select C and arrange C at only one place, तो आपको ये लग रहा होगा कि भाई आप कर ही क्यों रहे हो चीज? Why are you selecting one and placing one? This is nothing but selection and arrangement. Both of them are the same thing. That can be the case. But if you say 5p2, what is the meaning of 5p2? If I say 5p2, I am selecting 2 distinct elements out of 5 distinct elements, right? And if I select A and B, right? If I select A and B, so as per the case of, and this is where the difference is, as per the case of arrangement, you take AB or BA. These two are distinct cases. These two are distinct cases. Why are they distinct cases? Because you selected 2 items out of 3 items, out of 5 items in fact. So I can take AB, I can take AC, I can take AE. 2 तो सेलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा एंड देन उन 2 को 2 प्लेसेस पे अरेंज करना पड़ेगा. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस. सो फॉर मी, इफ A comes first and B comes later, and the vice versa case where B comes first and A comes later, ये 2 के दोनों डिस्टिंक्ट केसेस है, ये 2 के दोनों डिफरेंट केसेस हैं, क्योंकि मैं सिर्फ और सिर्फ सिलेक्शन ही नहीं कर रहा हूं, आई एम डूइंग द अरेंजमेंट ऑल्सो. आई होप यूर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस थिंग. I hope you're, hey Manish, how are you doing? I guess there was some miscommunication. This class was arranged at the 11th hour. No problem. Just try to understand the concepts. Try to see this video when it is recorded. But make sure that you are understanding the concept of permutation. So अभी तक हमने क्या बात करा? अभी तक हमने यही बात करा कि भाई देखो, आप जो permutation है, it is not only selection, it rather is selection and arrangement both. So if I have to take, say for example, if I find out 5p3, if I try to find out 5p3, and what would be the meaning of 5p3? So 5p3 is going to be 5 factorial, right? 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 3 factorial. So this is 5 factorial. And then you got 2 factorial. So this is going to be what? 120 divided by 2. So you're getting 60. Are you getting this? And what is the meaning of saying 60? I out of A, B, C and D and E, I will select any 3. I will select any 3 and will arrange those 3 at all the possible places. तो जैसे मान लो कि मेरे पास ABC आया, मान लो ABC आया, तो ABC और BCA और CAB or any other, there will be 6 such possibilities. All these possibilities are distinct. आपको ज्यादा भी कुछ समझना नहीं है, आपको ज्यादा कुछ दिमाग लगाना नहीं है, आपको सिर्फ इतना समझ के रखना है that permutation stands for selection and arrangement both. In how many ways you will do the selection, that is the case of combination. But हमारे को इतना समझ में आना चाहिए, right? Now, if you look at the formula, out here, what do you see? What do you see? N factorial, and in the denominator you have got n minus r factorial. Whereas in case of NCR, it is going to be n factorial and r factorial upon n minus r factorial. यहाँ पे extra क्या मिला आपको? Extra यही है यही एक्स्ट्रा है, isn't it? Rest of it you have in this formula. So what if I do this? What if I do this? I try to write this formula as it can be a bit thick, but if you have patience, आधे घंटे में बड़ी meaningful information आपको मिलने वाली है. So I will say that okay, I have got NC, I have got NCR, and this R factorial, this comes onto this side of equality. So this goes in numerator, and this becomes n factorial divided by n minus R factorial. My assumption is that you have seen the 16th lecture of this series. If you have not seen, please go and watch that lecture. So this one comes out as NCR into R factorial, and that is equal to nothing but NPR, right? What does that mean? That this means that this is only selection. Only selection. This is the arrangement. What is the arrangement? Arrangement of R items at R places. I will show you that. I will show you that. What did I say? NCR is only selection, and R factorial is arrangement of R items at R places. And what is this then? What is this then? I would say that this is selection. I would say that this is selection plus arrangement. Selection and arrangement. Both of these things are happening together in the case of permutation. Now, before we move ahead, we should also be understanding what is C. How does this work, right? अभी तो हमारे को सिर्फ फॉर्मूला हमारे को पता चल रहा था. Now, understand this thing, people. Understand this thing. When I say, not mathematically, but interpretation per se, if I say NC0, what is that I'm trying to say? Mathematically, this comes out as what? N factorial divided by this is what? 0 factorial, isn't it? R is 0, and then n minus 0 factorial. If you simplify this, you will be getting n factorial, 0 factorial up into n factorial, and these two are cancelled. So we have got 1 upon 0 factorial, and mathematically 0 factorial is 1. So this becomes 1 upon 1, and the value comes out as 1 of NC0. And I say that we don't have to do that. इसका interpretation क्या हुआ? इसका interpretation हुआ that out of n items, you are selecting no items. In how many ways you can select no items? By rejecting all. And in how many ways you can reject all? You can reject all in only one way. मैं कह रहा हूं, क्या हमारे को ये फॉर्मूला वगैरह कुछ लगाने की जरूरत है, या मैं सिर्फ ऐसे ही बोल दूं कि भाई देखो, either I have got 1C0 or I have got 2C0 or I have got 99C0 or I have got 1001C0. All these are nothing, but all of them are going to be 1. Do you understand this? Why? Because you're not taking any item out of one item. You're not taking any items out of 2 items. You're not taking any items out of 99 items. In how many ways you can choose not to take any item? In only one way, isn't it? और इसका मतलब क्या हो गया फिर वो कि ये सारा का सारा तो 1 हो जाएगा. So do you understand what is the meaning of saying NC0? This is the mathematical interpretation, but अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग के लिए आपको ये जानना बड़ा जरूरी है कि भाई जहां पे C0 लिख दिया, इसका मतलब वो सारे के सारे आइटम्स को रिजेक्ट कर रहा है. आर वी गेटिंग दिस? Let me know in the comment section if you're understanding what I am talking about. Why NC0 should be 1. Is this okay? Why this is going to be 1? So if I say that I have got NCN, mathematically what is the value of NCN? It is n factorial divided by, what is R in this case? R is n. So this is n factorial into, this is going to be what? N minus n factorial, which is, so n factorial upon n factorial into this is nothing but 0 factorial, so these two are gone. Again you're left with this value. So what is that I should be having? NCN comes out as 1. And what is the interpretation part? Out of you're taking n items out of n items. You're selecting all. In how many ways you can choose to select all? By only one way. By कुछ छोड़ो ही मत, isn't it? अगर कुछ छोड़ा ही नहीं तो वो कितने तरीके से सारा का सारा सिलेक्शन हो सकता है? It can be done only in only one way. Now, can I say, if it is okay, can I say that 100C100 is going to be 1? You select all items out of all items. You select 100 out of 100. In how many ways you can do that? In only one way. If I say 10C10, what is this? This is also 1. You don't even have to solve it. Do you understand what I'm talking about? If I have to do 9C9, what is this? Only 1. So if you have got NCN, it always is going to be 1, right? Are we clear with this, people? Those of you who are watching, is it okay? So what did I say? I just figured out something which is really very meaningful. And what is that meaningful? I said that before you understand the formula, you need to know that out here NCN is equal to NC0. And what is this? Do not go by the formula, go by the commonsensical understanding. This is the case of selection of all. Selection of all. In how many ways you can select all? In only one way. And how about this? This is rejection of all. In how many ways you can reject all? Rejection of all. We can do this in only one way. So NCN is equal to NC0 is going to be nothing but 1, right? Now, another very important thing. What if I try to find out? What if I try to find out NC1? Please find it out on your copy if you have the copy with you. What did I say? The formula is n factorial, isn't it? N factorial. And this is 1 factorial. And this is going to be n minus 1 factorial. So can I write the numerator? Can I write? Because what is the meaning of n factorial? N into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 into n minus 4, so forth and so on, up to 3 into 2 into 1. So what is this? N into n minus 1 into n minus 2, and then this is 3 into 2 into 1. So product of all the natural numbers starting with 1 to n. That is the meaning of n factorial. And 1 factorial is only 1. And what is the meaning of n factorial? It is going to be nothing but n minus 1, and then n minus 2, and then n minus 3, so forth and so on. 3 and then 2 and then 1. So don't you think that if you cancel out the common terms from the numerator and denominator, what is that you're left with? You're left only with the n, isn't it? So this is gone, this entire is gone from here. This entire thing is gone from here and from here. What is that we are left with? We are left with only n. Now let us talk about the interpretation. So what did I say? NC1 becomes nothing but n. NC1 becomes nothing but n. And the interpretation is this. If I have got 5 items, 5C1, this means nothing but 5. If I have to select one item out of 5 items, in how many ways I can do that? In 5 ways, is it not? भाई अगर आपके पास सोचो ना A, B, C, D और E हो और आपको बोला जाए कि भाई आप एक ही आपको चूज करना है, in how many ways you can do that? 5 ways. When you choose one or when you choose A, in fact, you're rejecting all the other 4. When you're choosing B, aren't you rejecting all the other 4? So 5C1 becomes 5. What if I have to do this? There are 11 players who are going to be playing the match of cricket, और उन 11 में से मेरे को एक कैप्टन चूज करना है. And I say that this selection has to be unbiased. All the persons have the equal chance of being selected as a captain. In how many ways we can do that? 11 ways. If I have got 100 C1, in how many ways I can select one item out of 100 items? क्या हो सकता है वो तरीका? सिर्फ, और मैं हर बार क्या बोल रहा हूं, this has to be an unbiased selection. When you choose the first, you're rejecting the all. When you choose the second, you're rejecting all the other. When you're selecting the third one, you're rejecting all the other. I hope you're understanding this. अब ऐसा नहीं है कि देखो ना, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि भाई देखो, out of those 11 players, Sachin Tendulkar is there in the team, and then Mahendra Singh Dhoni is there in the team, and then Virat Kohli is there in the team. बाकी वो जो लोग हैं, अश्विनी कुमार, वो साइड में खड़े होकर बोलेगा यार देखो यार हमारा तो कहाँ ही सिलेक्शन हो पाएगा एज अ कैप्टन, ये 3 धुरंधर लोग खेल रहे हैं. No, not like that. I say that everybody has an equal chance of being selected as a captain. In how many ways it can be done? It can be done in 11 ways. So 11C1 becomes 11. Any number, so what is this? Any number C1 is n. Did you understand this thing? Now, if you're understanding this thing, let us move ahead and try to understand what is the meaning of saying, n Cn minus 1. और अब 10 मिनट के अंदर ना, वी आर गोइंग टू बी गेटिंग समथिंग विच इज वेरी क्रिस्प, समथिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, जो हमारे को हमारे एग्जामिनेशन के लिए बहुत यूजफुल होने वाला है. सो इफ आई हैव टू सॉल्व दिस expression as mathematically, I would say that this is going to be what? N factorial, and then this is n minus 1 factorial, and this is n minus 1 factorial, isn't it? So if you try to simplify this thing, it is what? Into nothing but 1 factorial. Now, isn't it nothing but जो पहले हमने सॉल्व किया था? अगर आप इसको देखोगे तो this is coming out as n. So nc n minus 1 is also coming out as n. अब इसका इंटरप्रिटेशन क्या हो गया, वो हमारे को समझने की बड़ी जरूरत है. Say for example, I have got, अगर आपको ये चीज समझ में आ रही है, say I have got 10 students, and out of those 10 students, I have to select one student assistant. मेरे पास कोई प्रोजेक्ट था और मेरे अपने एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट के लिए I need 1 student assistant. अब है मेरे पास 10 स्टूडेंट. आप समझ रहे हो? या तो मैं डायरेक्टली सेलेक्ट कर दूं, मैं बोलूं यार I need 1 out of 10, 10C1, isn't it? I said 10C1 and that comes out as 10. In how many ways I can select 1 student out of 10 students? Only 10 ways, right? Now, मैं कहूँ यार मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगेगा यार ऐसे लोगों को एक सेलेक्ट कर लूं, तो मैंने बोला कि चलो एक कमरे में 10 लोगों को बिठाया. समझना इस चीज को, एक कमरे में 10 लोगों को बिठाया और मेरे को सिलेक्ट करना है 1. मैं 9 लोगों को बाहर लेके गया, आउट ऑफ देम 9 लोगों को बाहर लेके गया, एंड आई से दैट बाहर जा रहे हो, दफा हो जाओ, दिखाई मत देना. सो व्हाट इज दैट आई एम ट्राइंग टू डू? आई एम रिजेक्टिंग 9. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दिस. आई एम रिजेक्टिंग 9 टू सेलेक्ट 1, एंड this is also nothing but selection of 1. So if I say 10C9, this is also nothing but equal to selection of 1 or rejection of 9. So या तो आप 1 select कर लो, या तो आप 9 select करके discard कर दो. Both of them are having the same meaning, isn't it? So if I have to simplify and I say that okay, I need to find out 100C99, I will say that what is this? This is nothing but 1. Why? Because this is also equal to 100C1. अब यहां से कुछ बड़ा मीनिंगफुल हमारे को मिलना शुरू हो जाएगा. वो ये रहा आपका, वो मीनिंगफुल ये रहा कि भाई जब भी अगर हमारे को कुछ ऐसा पता करना हो, NCR is equal to NCN minus R. Or some of the people use this formula where they say that okay, NCX is equal to NCY, where where x plus y is equal to n. So do you understand what I'm talking about? So what did I say? If I have to write 5c1, I can also say that 5c1 is equal to 5c4. अब 5c1 5c4 अभी हम निकाल के देखेंगे, but I'm pretty sure that if sum of these two values is going to be 5, then this is what we are looking out for. अगर हमारे को मिल जाए कुछ ऐसा, if this is 5c0, I will say this is nothing but 5c5, because 0 plus 5 is equal to 5. If I have got 5c1, that is 5c1 we found out. What if I have to find out 5c2? Don't you think this is nothing but 5c3? Isn't it? So what is that meaningful thing that we are trying to find out here? ncx is equal to ncy, ncx is equal to ncy. So ncx is equal to ncy provided x plus y is nothing but n. क्या ये बात आपको समझ में आ रही है? और अगर समझ में आ रही है तो आगे बढ़ते हैं. अब मेरा एक तो चैलेंज हो गया कि आपको ये समझ में आ गया कि भाई n क्या हो, c क्या होता है. c stands for selection, and you have got these calculations out here. But ये करेगा कौन? If I have to find out 11c2, understand this. Am I going to be writing 11 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 11 minus 2, which is what? 9 factorial. And if I simplify this thing, यहाँ पे अगर अच्छे से उसको simplify किया जाए, तो this is going to be nothing but, hey Muskan, how are you doing? This is something which is very serious, so I'm not even looking at the comment section as of now. So इसको मैं एक बार complete कर लेता हूँ, then I will be coming to the comment section. Anybody else who is here? And I'm really very sorry for yesterday. I could not have the class yesterday. So this becomes 11 into 10. Can I say this is 9 factorial? And this is 2 into 1, and this is again 9 factorial. So if you discard this, aren't you going to be having this? ये रहा जिस्ट आपके सारी की सारी चीजों का कि भाई हम कैलकुलेशन करें तो क्यों करें. क्या कोई एक ऐसा मेथड है जहां पे हमारे को सी जो है वो एक लाइन में निकल के आ जाए? अब वो एक चीज रही क्या, ध्यान से देख लेंगे. से I have to find out 11c2. मैं कैसे करूंगा 11c2? मैं तो सिंपली लिखूंगा डिक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में, कहां से कहां तक? 11 and then 10. Do you understand this? Only 2 times, and then 2 into 1, and that is coming out as 55. That is my answer. If I have to find out 5c2, what is that I should be doing? 5 into 4 divided by 2 into 1. Did you understand this? Simplify कर लेंगे, we will be having our answer. If I have to find out 10c3, what is that you should be doing over here? 10 into 9 into 8 in the decreasing order. How many times we should be writing? We should be writing only 3 times, problem simplified. And in the denominator out here, this is 3 into 2 into 1. Now if you simplify this, you will be having your answer. What if you have to find out 10c4? What if you have to find out 10c4? So 10c4 becomes 10 into 9 into 8 into how many times are we going to be writing? We are going to be writing 4 times, and in the denominator it becomes 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Is this okay? Is this okay? I hope you're understanding what I'm talking about. Now if I have to find out, what if I say I have to find out 10c5? What is the meaning of 10c5? 10c5 can be nothing but 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6. How many times are we writing? 5 times. And then this becomes what? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. I hope you're understanding this thing. कैलकुलेशन हमारे को समझ में आनी चाहिए, और वो कैलकुलेशन हम करेंगे कैसे और क्यों करेंगे और कितनी फटाफट वैल्यूज निकालेंगे, ये हमारे लिए बड़ा चैलेंजिंग टास्क होगा. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड? अब अगर मेरे को निकालना हुआ, अंडरस्टैंड दिस, if I have to find out 7C5 by using my this understanding, if I need to find out 7C5, क्या करेंगे हम यहाँ पे? We will be starting from 7 and in the decreasing order we will be writing how many times? 5 times. So 7 and then 6 and then 5 and then 4, isn't it? And then 3. And then this is going to be what? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. If you look at this, don't you think that these are common terms out here? And this becomes nothing but 7 into 6 divided by 2 into 1, and which is nothing but 7C2, which is nothing but 7C2. और ये वही अंडरस्टैंडिंग है जो हमने अभी अभी डेवलप करी है भाई। 7C5 अगर निकालना है तो मैं इतनी बड़ी चीज लिखूंगा क्यों? मैं तो सीधे सीधे क्या लिखूंगा, मैं तो निकालूंगा वैल्यू 7C2 की और मेरा प्रॉब्लम सिंप्लीफाइड हो जाएगा। से फॉर एग्जांपल आई हैव टू फाइंड आउट 10C7, selection of 7 items out of 10 items. In how many ways I can do that? I can do that in these many ways also. 7C3. अब आप देखो ना कि 7C3 कैलकुलेट करना आसान है या 7C7 कैलकुलेट करना आसान है? 7C3. What is 7C3? Not 7C3, rather 10C3. So I would write 10 and then 9 and then 8 and this divided by 3 into 2 into 1. मेरा problem हो गया simplified. Does this make sense to you? I hope you're all understanding as to how we should be finding out the values of C. अब अगर आपको ये चीज समझ में आ गई तो I'm going to establish a connection now. I'm going to be establishing a connection. और अगर आप इतनी पेशेंस के साथ देख रहे हो तो मेरे ख्याल से आपको 50% चीज तो समझ में आ ही चुकी होगी, बाकी का 50% अगले 10 मिनट में आपको समझ में आ जाएगा and then we will be solving problems, right? Now, what is that I'm trying to talk about? I say that I have got 3 items, A and then B and then C. Understand this. I have got A, B, C. As per my understanding, what I can do, I say 3C0, I select no items out of these 3 items. In how many ways I can choose not to select any of items out of these 3 items? Only one. सबको भगा दो भाई, सबको भगा दिया तो फिर हमारे पास में सिर्फ एक ही तरीका वो बचता है. What is this? This, isn't it? What if I do this? 3C1. Understand? What is the value of 3C1? 3C1, you choose one item out of 3 items, either A or B or C. When you choose one out of 3, in how many ways you can do that? You can do that in 3 ways. Is that okay? It's a pretty simple thing. What if you select 2 items out of 3 items? So either you select AB, isn't it? Either you select AB or you select BC or you select CA. In how many ways you can choose to select 2 items out of 3 items is nothing but 3 ways. Now please understand this. यहाँ पे meaningful क्या है? यहाँ पे meaningful ये है कि पहले selection हो जाए A का या selection हो जाए B का. It doesn't make a difference. You just are bothered with the selection. पहले A का हो रहा है, पहले का B का हो रहा है, doesn't make a difference. हाँ, it can be a different case in the case of arrangement. In the case of arrangement, it can create 2 possibilities, AB and then BA. So as per the case of permutation, these 2 are distinct cases. But when we are talking about combination, these 2 are nothing but the same case. क्योंकि हम तो arrangement में concerned है ही नहीं. What is that we are concerned about? We are concerned only about the selection. So this is 3C2 is equal to 3. And if I say 3C3, आपने अभी अभी किया, this is nothing but 1. So एक तो ये हो गया. आपको निकालना आता है, क्या निकालना आता है? शॉर्टकट के थ्रू आपको NCR निकालना आता है, नंबर 1. नंबर 2, you understand what is NCX is equal to NCY, right? And what is number 3? You understand that C stands for, or C stands for only selection. Let me know in the comment section if you're understanding this thing. मुस्कान, are you there? Are you there? अभी तक की इतनी सारी जो हमने डिबेट करी, क्या वो हमारे को समझ में आया? That NCX is equal to NCY, why this is happening? And when I'm saying C stands for only selection, why this is happening? And when I found out ये सारा का सारा शॉर्टकट वैल्यूज निकालने का. Now, are you understanding this thing, Muskan? Okay then. Another very important thing. Now, understand this thing. When you have to find out the value of NPR, as I said at the very beginning, it is nothing but n factorial upon n minus r factorial. ठीक है जी. If you find out n 3p0, so this is nothing but 3 factorial upon 3 minus 0 factorial, which is 3 factorial. Find out the value, which is 1. 3p1. So this is 3 factorial upon 2 factorial, which is nothing but 3. What is the meaning of 3p2? And 3p2 will create a difference for your and for your understanding. 3p2 is 3 factorial divided by 1 factorial, and which is nothing but 6. इसका क्या मतलब हो गया भाई? मैं कह रहा हूं कि 3c2 out here, मैं कह रहा हूं 3c2 out here is 3, whereas 3p2 is 6. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means that if I have got 3 items, which is A and then B and then C, and I want to select 2 items out of 3 items, in how many ways I can do that? My 3c2 says this is 3. Whereas when I have to do the selection and arrangement of 2 items out of 3 items, in how many ways it can be done? It can be done in 6 ways. And how? I can take A and B. But for A and B over here, there are 2 cases, AB and BA, because arrangement is also concerned out here. If I have BA, BC, if I select B and C, for the case of permutation, this can become BC and CB. These 2 are different cases. पहले B आएगा या पहले C आएगा, selection के लिए वो भले ही important ना हो, लेकिन this is going to be very important for the case of arrangement, right? And the third, maybe I select CA. So out here, this can be AC or and this is CA. So don't you think that in how many ways you can, what did I say? In how many ways you can select 2 items, 2 distinct items out of 3 distinct items? This can be done in 3 ways, either AB or BC or CA. But when I have to do the permutation of 2 items out of 3 items, the interpretation is you need to select and arrange 2 items out of 3 items, and the arrangement has to be done at 2 places. So AB and BA, they are different cases. BC and CB, they are different cases. I hope you're understanding this thing now. If that understanding is not strengthened abhi bhi, I can assure you कि अब आपको समझ में आई जाना चाहिए. ये है मेरे तर्कश का लास्ट बार, वो लास्ट बार ये रहा. देखो ना, if I have to, out of these 3 items, if I have to select 3 items out of 3 items, in how many ways I can do that? We just learned that 3C3 is nothing but 1. If you have to select 3 items out of 3 items, in how many ways you can do that? You can do that only one way. But if you have to do the arrangement 3p3, understand, this is 3 factorial upon 3 minus 3, which is 0 factorial. If you simplify this, it is 3 factorial, and which is nothing but 6. अब एक 3C3 तो बोला मैं हूं 1, बट 3p3 क्या बोला, वो बोला मैं हूं 6, ये वैल्यू आई ना भाई, 3p3, दिस वैल्यू आउट हियर इज 6, whereas 3c3 this is only 1. So इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, इसका मतलब हुआ कि you select A, B, C all of them. So पहले A का सिलेक्शन हुआ या B का सिलेक्शन हुआ या C का सिलेक्शन हुआ, it does not make a difference, isn't it? Why it does not make a difference? Because सिलेक्शन में अरेंजमेंट का इंपॉर्टेंस होता ही नहीं है भाई. बट अगर आप यहां पे लिखोगे तो यू हैव टू राइट if you select A and then B and then C, or maybe A C B or B A C or B C A. Are you understanding this? Do you see how things are changing? Or it can be C A B or it can be CBA. So how many ways are there when you say this arrangement of selection and arrangement of 3 items at 3 places? So this is being done in 6 ways. So that's why 3p3 is nothing but 6, whereas 3c3 is nothing but 1. So Muskan says permutation में पोजीशन को डिसाइड करना है. yes, परम्यूटेशन में पोजीशन को डिफाइन करना बहुत जरूरी है. अब बैक टू पवेलियन, जो आपने शुरू में आप कंफ्यूज्ड हुए होंगे, इसका ये मतलब हो गया, वापस से इसका ये मतलब हो गया कि NCR is equal to NCN minus R, that is 1. The second thing that you learn that NCR is equal to n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial. और अगर आप ध्यान से देखो ना, ये फॉर्मूला आप कभी भी यूज नहीं करने वाले हो. अगर आप वो शॉर्टकट आपने अंडरस्टैंडिंग जो आपने डेवलप करनी थी, जिससे हमने सॉल्यूशन निकाल रहे थे, ये आपको फॉर्मूला कभी यूज करने की जरूरत ही नहीं. NPR, दिस इज n factorial upon n minus r factorial. ये भी फॉर्मूला आप बहुत हद तक यूज नहीं करोगे. 4th फॉर्मूला, ये फॉर्मूला देख देख के डराया जाता है बच्चे लोगों को. सो दिस इज NCR is equal to, if this one goes here, so NCR into R factorial is equal to NPR. यही तो कहानी हमने शुरू करी थी आज के क्लास की. अगर आपको समझ में आया हो तो मैं शुरू के 5 मिनट तक मैं यही कहानी बोल रहा था, क्योंकि मैंने परम्यूटेशन से एंड किया था तो मैंने वहीं से शुरू करने की कोशिश करी उसको. बट सारा का सारा जस्ट ये रहा, और उससे भी इंपॉर्टेंट जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग आपने डेवलप करनी है वो ये है कि दिस इज NCR this is only selection, right? This is only selection, and this is arrangement of R items at R places, isn't it? So आपने क्या किया, यहाँ पे out of n items you selected R items and you were not concerned about the arrangement part. आपने वही क्या कर दिया, R factorial लिखने का मतलब R items को R places पे अरेंज कर दिया. और आप इसको क्या बोलोगे, selection and arrangement both. I hope ये कहानी आपको समझ में आई हो, क्योंकि पूरी दुनिया परेशान होती है ये समझने के लिए कि भाई हमारे को परम्यूटेशन कहां पे यूज करना है और हमारे को कॉम्बिनेशन यहां कहां पे यूज करना है. Whenever you are concerned only with the selection part, you will be using combination. Whenever you are concerned about selection and arrangement both, then you will be using the formula of NPR. Do we understand this thing? Let me know in the comment section if you're understanding the 4th formula, which you don't even have to use. ये देखो फॉर्मूला आप कभी भी नहीं यूज करोगे, ये फॉर्मूला भी आप कभी भी नहीं यूज करोगे. ये वाली अंडरस्टैंडिंग अगर आपने डेवलप कर ली तो आपका सारा का सारा कंफ्यूजन दूर हो जाएगा. क्या ये बात आपको समझ में आई? राइट? चलो जी. So with this understanding, I should be going ahead and we should be solving some problems together, right? Chalo. I say that I have got the very first. In how many ways a group of 5 members can be selected from a group of 8 persons. What do you think should be the answer? What is this? We are concerned only with the selection part, and we are concerned about selecting 5 persons out of 8 persons. I will say this answer out here is coming at 8C5, right? And how do we simplify 8C5? By doing this. 8C5 निकालना है तो आप क्या कर दो, 8C3 निकाल दो. ये तो आपने सीखा ही है, NCX is equal to NCY. So 8C5 can also be 8C, 8 minus 5, which is 3. Now ये तो निकालना आपको आता है. And what is that? This is 8 into 7 into 6 divided by 3 into 2 into 1. So this is gone. 8 7 56. In how many ways a group of 5 members can be selected out of a group out of 8 persons? This can be done in this ways, right? Is that okay? Hi Debashish, how are you doing? Did you understand the concept that we are talking about? What if there are 8 men and 6 women, and a group of 5 members, including 3 men and 2 women is to be selected. In how many ways it can be done? Is to be selected. In how many ways it can be done? बता दो भाई आंसर. It can be done. Simple. What is that I'm saying? I'm saying that you have to have 8 men and 6 women are there. You have to select 3 men and 2 women. So don't you think that you have to select 3 men out of 8 men? In how many ways we can select 3 men out of 8 men? In 8C3 ways. And this keyword you learned in the previous class. जब भी and होगा keyword, you will be multiplying. So and selection of 2 women out of 6 women. In how many ways we can do that? 6C2. इतना तो आपको फॉर्मूला समझ में आया होगा. और अगर आपको इतना समझ में आ गया तो आप इसके आगे क्या करोगे? आप इसके आगे सिंप्लीफाई करोगे. 8C3 is 8 into 6 into 8 7 divided by 3 into 2 into 1, and then 6C2, which is 6 into 5 divided by 2 into 1. So this comes out as 56, we just found out, and this is 15. So don't you think 56 into 15 is going to be the right answer? Let me know in the comment section if you're understanding. Those of you who are present here, which is what? 840. This is what? 560 and then 280. 840 is the right answer. 840 is the right answer. So what did we do? What did we do out here? We did selection of 3 men out of 8 men. in how many ways it can be done? It can be done in 8C 3 ways. And you have to select 2 women out of 6 women. In how many ways we can do this? We can do this in 6C 2 ways. And why this and out here? कई सारे लोग इस जगह पे कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे. Why are you multiplying? And I say that you have to do the selection of men and women. And since and is the key word, we will have to multiply them, right? Okay then. Now I have got this. Another problem. UPSC CSAT में ये वाले problem mostly आते रहते हैं. Say for example, you have got 8 men, right? 8 men and चलो यही लेते हैं ना, 5 women. And I say that a group of 5 members must be selected where women are always in majority. Take your time, try to simplify this problem. मैं ये नहीं कर रहा कि इतने में से इतने को सिलेक्ट करो, इतने में से इतने को सिलेक्ट करो. मैं सिंपली आपको ये बोल रहा हूं that you will have to select 5 persons out of 8 men and 5 women, and the condition is women should always be in the majority. Let us solve this. Please solve this problem, people. Take your time. Incorporate all the learnings that we just have done. It is something like this. If you look at this problem, it says that 5 members where women are in majority. Can I say that if my case number 1, I have 5 women, I have got 5 women and no men. Can this be a case? Yes, it can be a case. Women are in absolute majority. 5 women है, 5 के 5 को select कर दो, right? Can this also be a case where we have got 4 women? We have got 4 women and 1 man. It can also be a case, isn't it? And what if we have 3 women and 2 men? Can this also be a case? Yes. पहले तो ध्यान से समझो, आपने जैसे 2 women and 3 men बोल दिया, आपका केस खराब हो गया, क्योंकि वहां पे क्या हो जाएगा, वहां पे men will be in majority, whereas the condition of this problem says that women should be in majority, right? तो मुस्कान का तो आंसर आ रहा है. और कोई बताओ भाई, और कोई अपना आंसर बताओ. So when you do this, 5 women out of 5 women, I would say that 5C5, and no men out of 8 men, you're selecting no men. How about this? You're selecting 4 women out of 5 women and 1 man out of 8 men. And in this case, it becomes 3 women. So 5 5C3 into 2 men, which is 8C2. Did you understand this thing? अच्छा, ये तो ऊपर ही जाना पड़ेगा फिर हमारे को, तो स्पेस है नहीं यहाँ पे. So what is 5C5? The first one. 5C5 is 1, right? 5C5 and 8C0 is only 1. So this case is 1. The second case, 5C4. 5C4 is nothing but 5C1. Do you understand this? So 5C1 is also 1. And then 8C1 is also 1. So that is nothing but only one way. 8C1 is 8, not 1. ये कहाँ से confidence आ गया मेरे को? चलो जी, 1 into 8. So this one is coming out as 8. And then 5C3. So 5C3 is nothing but 5C2. You simplify, this value is coming out as, what did I say? 5C3 is nothing but 5C2. 5 minus 3. And 5C2 कैसे simplify करेंगे? 5 into 4 divided by 2 into 1. Simple. Which is coming out as nothing but 10. And then 8C2. What is the value of 8C2? It is 8 into 7 divided by 2 into 1. So which is 4. 4 7 ja 28. So this value is coming out as 28. So if you simplify this, this is what? 280. And what is the answer? 5C4. Where? 5C4 ठीक है ना? 5C4. Tell me the calculation, people. My assumption is I am doing the right thing. So this is going to be, and what is that you should be doing out here? You should be adding these values. What is that you should be doing? You should be adding these values. क्या ये बात आपको समझ में आई? हाँ ना? Please let me know if you are understanding these three cases. आप अपने कैलकुलेशन अपने आप करते रहो. मैंने सिर्फ ये बोला कि ये 3 केसेस आप बना दो. केस नंबर 1, case number 2 and case number 3. And what is that you should be doing? Either this case or this case or this case, and that's why you should be adding these 3 values. बनी बात हमारी? क्या हमारी बात बनी? Yes or no? It's a pretty simple problem. Once you understand what is the essence of the problem, और आपको ये वैल्यूज निकालनी आती हैं, जो शॉर्टकट हमने यहाँ पे यूज किया कि भाई 5C3 की वैल्यू 5C2 होगी, और 5C2 सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए आप क्या क्या करते हो, जो आपने सीखा यहाँ पे. सिमिलरली, हाउ डू यू फाइंड आउट 8C2 एंड दैट योर जॉब इज डन. और मैनुअल कैलकुलेशन करोगे तो सही है. इज दिस ओके? चलो जी, आई विल बी. एक बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग सा प्रॉब्लम आता है हर जगह पे, हर किसी परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन के बुक में लिखा भी होता है ये वाला प्रॉब्लम. समझ में आ रहा हो तो लोगों को बड़ी अच्छी बात है. वो प्रॉब्लम ये रहा. देयर आर 11 पर्सन्स इन अ पार्टी. तो मान लो किसी पार्टी में, इन अ पार्टी, मान लो ये आपके सिलेक्शन की पार्टी है, आप सिलेक्ट हो गए हो, ठीक है जी, और आपने पार्टी दी, 11 लोगों को दी. मान लो उसमें मेरा भी नाम होगा, आई होप मेरा भी नाम होगा. तो there are 11 persons in a party, and the condition is that everyone is having a handshake, with everyone else. हर कोई एक दूसरे से हाथ मिला रहा है इस पार्टी में. समझा? Find the total number of handshakes that will take place in the party. Find the total number of handshakes that will take place in the party. मैंने क्या बोला? एक पार्टी आपने ऑर्गेनाइज करी अपने सिलेक्शन की, और अपने सिलेक्शन की पार्टी में आपने बुला लिया 11 लोगों को. समझ गए आप? और मैं पूछ रहा हूं कि कितने सारे हैंडशेक्स होंगे उस पार्टी में. देवाशीष इज गेटिंग द आंसर. हु एल्स? है तो ये एक लाइन का भी आंसर नहीं है. अब ये प्रॉब्लम पूछा जाता है, बट अगर आप इसका इंटरप्रिटेशन पार्ट समझ लो तो फिर आपको इस प्रॉब्लम में कोई दम दिखाई नहीं देगा। देवाशीष, यू आर गेटिंग द राइट आंसर। फाइव सी वन 4 इंटू 8C1 40 होगा ना? हाँ वो 40 होगा आई गेस। कुछ तो कैलकुलेशन की मिस्टेक करी क्या मैंने पिछले वाले प्रॉब्लम में? कहाँ था वो प्रॉब्लम, दिखाना जरा। ये ना बहुत हैवी हो चुका है, ये इसको क्लोज करना पड़ेगा, देन वी हैव टू। Yes, it is. It is. My bad. Muskan, you're absolutely right. This is 5 into 8. This one will have to be 40. Correct. You're right. So this one will become 280 plus 40 plus 1. Thank you, Muskan. Thank you so much. वरना ये एरर रह ही जाता है यहाँ पे। कहाँ गया भाई ये? Let me see. And I will do the. And I say this, if I have to solve this problem commonsensically, what is that commonsensical way? What is that commonsensical way? मैं बोलूं कि चलो भाई कि मेरे को निकालना है हैंडशेक्स, ठीक है जी। अब हैंडशेक क्या हो सकता है? पर्सन नंबर वन, हाउ मेनी हैंडशेक्स दिस पर्सन विल बी हैविंग? 10 हैंडशेक्स। अपने आप से तो हाथ मिलाएगा नहीं ना भाई, वो बाकी के 10 लोगों से हाथ मिलाएगा। तो बाकी के 10 लोगों से हाथ मिला लिया। Now is the turn of the second person. Second person will not be having handshake with himself or herself, और बाकी एक से तो हाथ मिला ही चुका है। जिससे हाथ मिला चुका है उसका केस आप डिस्कार्ड कर दो। आगे कितना? 9। एंड देन कम्स द थर्ड पर्सन, इजंट इट? अभी थर्ड पर्सन कितने तरीके से हाथ मिलाएगा? 8। एंड देन सो फोर्थ एंड सो ऑन। जो लास्ट में बचेगा कुछ ऐसा बचेगा, 3 into 2, 3 and 2 and 1। लास्ट के दो जो बचेंगे वो आपस में एक हैंडशेक करेंगे। एंड व्हाट इज दिस? सम ऑफ फर्स्ट 10 नेचुरल नंबर्स। हाउ डू यू फाइंड इट आउट? 10 into 11 divided by 2, यही है ना आपने सीखा हुआ। So this is nothing but 55। ये तो ये आ गया। How many handshakes will be there? And what is the formula that I used out here? The formula that I used out here is n plus 1 by 2। मैंने n यहाँ पे प्लग इन कर दिया, कितना? 10। और I could have done this। Understand? मैं उस 11 लोगों में से I choose 2 persons and my selection of these 2 persons must be unique all the time। जितनी बार मैं 2 यूनिक लोगों को आउट ऑफ 11 लोगों में से सेलेक्ट कर पाऊं और उनको कोने में ले आके उनको डंडा मार के बोलूं हाथ मिलाओ, समझ रहे हो आप? वो जितनी बार हाथ मिलाएगा मेरे हैंडशेक की काउंटिंग हो जाएगी। सो व्हाट इज दिस? और आई से 11C2। व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ 11C2? Selection of 2 unique persons out of 11 persons will give me 1 unique handshake। और अगर ऐसा हो गया so this is going to be what? 11 into 10 divided by 2 into 1, जो आपने फॉर्मूले में सीखा हुआ है। This is nothing but 55। Debashish, are you getting the mistake? Debashish, I guess your answer was different। Is that okay? Why did I do 11C2? Why did I do 11C2? चलो जी, अगर आपको ये चीज समझ में आई है, we should do something else now। I say that there are 11 train stations। 11 train stations। From one station, tickets should be available। Tickets should be available for every other station। For every other station। ठीक है जी। Find the total varieties of tickets that must be available, tickets that must be available। अब ये है तो वही, मैंने बोला कि 11 स्टेशन हैं और हर एक स्टेशन से हर एक दूसरे स्टेशन पे जाने के लिए हमारे पास टिकट होना चाहिए, राइट? तो in how many ways we can do this? Debashish, what do you think is the answer? मुस्कान से 11 फैक्टोरियल। जब तक मैं फैक्टोरियल सिखाऊं ना तब तक फैक्टोरियल बोलो मत, ये तो कुछ ज्यादा ही हो जाएगा, isn't it? ये तो बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएगा बच्चे। क्या कर सकते हैं, देखो ना, आपने 11 में से कोई भी दो ट्रेन सेलेक्ट कर लिया, इन हाउ मेनी वेज यू कैन डू दैट? 11C2। मान लो आपने स्टेशन 2 सेलेक्ट किया विच इज वन इज दिल्ली, द अदर इज जयपुर, ठीक है जी, यू सेलेक्टेड दिल्ली एंड जयपुर, एंड दिस इज नॉट लाइक द केस ऑफ हैंडशेक्स। अगर दिल्ली और जयपुर दो आदमी होते और आपस में हैंडशेक कर रहे होते तो दिस वुड हैव बीन डन इन ओनली वन वे, बट ticket from Delhi to Jaipur and from Jaipur to Delhi are two distinct cases, and hence over here every such selection should be multiplied with 2. Every such selection should be multiplied with 2, and this answer will be coming out as 55 into 2, and now this answer is going to be 110. क्या ये बात आपको समझ में आई? क्या ये बात आपको समझ में आई? Why this is going to be 55C2? Why this is going to be 55C2? Because no 55 into 2, not C2, 55 into 2 which is 110, क्योंकि आपको हर एक स्टेशन से ना कोई भी दो स्टेशन आप सेलेक्ट कर लोगे, वो आपके लिए दो टिकट उस पॉसिबिलिटी के लिए बहुत जरूरी हो जाएगा। अब अगर कोई एग्जामिनेशन इतना स्मार्ट है ना कि वो आपको ये चेक कराना चाहता है कि भाई इस आदमी का कॉन्सेप्ट मेरे को चेक करना है कि कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी है कि नहीं है, ऑप्शंस कुछ ऐसा हो सकता है, कोई एक ऑप्शन हो सकता है 11C2 into 2 factorial, and that is also true, and or they can do 11P2. What is the value of 11P2? निकालते हैं ना, 11 factorial divided by 9 factorial, isn't it? 11 into 10 into 9 factorial divided by 9 factorial. If you simplify this, aren't you having the same value again? ये भी आंसर सही है और ये भी आंसर सही है। इनफैक्ट बोथ ऑफ देम आर द सेम थिंग, बोथ ऑफ देम आर द सेम थिंग। क्या ये बात आपको समझ में आ रही है? either what is that you should do? Either you select 2 items and then you do the arrangement। भाई A से B का टिकट, B से A का टिकट, दोनों अलग अलग केसेस, सेलेक्ट किया, अरेंज किया, या तो 11P2 सीधे सीधे बोल दो, या तो आप बोल दो कि भाई 11 में से 2 आइटम्स को आपने सेलेक्ट किया एंड देन उन 2 को 2 प्लेसेस पे अरेंज किया। इन हाउ मेनी वेज यू कैन डू दैट अरेंजमेंट? 2 फैक्टोरियल वेज, एंड दैट इज आल्सो एन आंसर, राइट? चलो जी, इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग वी शुड मूव अहेड एंड ट्राई टू सिंप्लीफाई दिस प्रॉब्लम आउट, एंड दिस इज सच अ गुड प्रॉब्लम। ये वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट प्रॉब्लम्स है। हियर take your time to solve this problem. There are, I would say, Mr. and Mrs. X. Mr. and Mrs. X invited 10 families, each having 4 members for a party, ठीक है जी। Find the total number of handshakes that will take place in the party। बताओ प्रॉब्लम दिखने में सिंपल है, इनफैक्ट है भी सिंपल, बट ट्विस्ट एंड टर्न के साथ में देयर आर सर्टेन अजम्पशंस दैट हैव बीन अज्यूम्ड इन दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन. और क्वेश्चन यही है कि मिस्टर एंड मिसेस एक्स इनवाइटेड 10 फैमिलीज ईच हैविंग 4 मेंबर्स. अगर एक फैमिली में 4 मेंबर नहीं हुए तो उनको इनविटेशन का कार्ड दिया ही नहीं जाएगा. 4 पर्सन होना जरूरी है एक फैमिली में. Find the total number of handshakes that will take place in the party. What do you think is the answer? What do you think is the answer? इस प्रॉब्लम को 2-3 तरीके से लगाया जा सकता है. Should I solve it? Let us see. There are many cases. There are many cases that we can think of. देखो, एक तो जो फैमिली मेंबर्स हैं एक ही फैमिली के, दे विल नॉट बी हैविंग एनी हैंडशेक्स विद देमसेल्व्स. अब ऐसा तो नहीं कि मिस्टर एंड मिसेस एक्स विल स्टार्ट हैविंग हैंडशेक्स. हैंडशेक्स होगा किसमें? स्ट्रेंजर्स के बीच में, राइट? और मैंने मान लिया कि चलो भाई all the persons including how many persons are there, two hosts and 10 into 40 guests. In total there are 42 persons, right? There are 42 persons. Had they all been strangers to one another, then the total number of handshakes that would have taken place in the party would have been 42C2, isn't it? क्या कर सकते हैं 42C2 का? 42 into 41 divided by 2 into 1. क्या ये बात आपको समझ में आई? So this is 21 into 41. So this is going to be what? 21 into 41. What is this answer? 861. ये तो होता तब जब ये सारे के सारे स्ट्रेंजर्स होते तब. अब इसमें से हम केसेस कौन सा डिस्कार्ड करेंगे? अंडरस्टैंड दिस. द केसेस दैट वी आर गोइंग टू बी डिस्कार्डिंग आउट हियर, एक जो वो हर एक फैमिली में 4 लोग है ना, ये उनका भी हैंडशेक काउंट करके रखा हुआ है. सोचो ना हाउ अम्यूजिंग दिस वुड लुक लाइक दैट अ फैमिली ऑफ 4 मेंबर्स रीचेस एट द वेन्यू, कार खोला और आपस में पहले चारों ने हाथ मिलाना शुरू कर दिया. बोले यार प्रॉब्लम तो सॉल्व करनी है, पहले आपस में हाथ ही मिला लेते हैं. और अगर ऐसा कर लोगे तो फिर प्रॉब्लमेटिक हो जाएगा. तो इसका मतलब है कि ये जो 4C2 होना चाहिए हर एक फैमिली मेंबर का, हैड भाई फैमिली में 4 लोग, कितने सारे हैंडशेक्स मिलेंगे? 4C2, 4 into 3 divided by 2 into 1, so which is nothing but 6. 6 handshakes would have taken had they all been strangers to one another. बड़े स्ट्रेंजर तो है नहीं है, एक दूसरे को जानते हैं फैमिली मेंबर्स, तो इनका हैंडशेक नहीं हो सकता. और ऐसे कितनी फैमिलीज हैं यहाँ पे? एक फैमिली का तो 6 हो गया, एंड यू हैव गॉट 10 सच फैमिलीज. सो 861 में से ये 60 तो गया, बचा कितना? 801. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस? अब इसमें मिसेस एंड मिस्टर एंड मिसेस एक्स का भी हैंडशेक है. दैट शुड नॉट हैव बीन देयर. मिस्टर एंड मिसेस एक्स वुड नॉट बी हैविंग एनी हैंडशेक्स, क्योंकि वो वही तो दोनों होस्ट है, आपस में थोड़े हाथ मिलाने लगेंगे. एंड मिस्टर एंड मिसेस एक्स का कितना हैंडशेक्स होगा आपस में? 2C2, विच इज नथिंग बट 1. अब ये 1 अगर आपने सब्ट्रैक्ट किया, यहां से घटा दिया, तो व्हाट डू यू थिंक इज द आंसर? 800. हाउ मेनी हैंडशेक्स विल टेक प्लेस इन द पार्टी? 800. डज दिस मेक सेंस? आर वी क्लियर विद दिस? एक तो ये हो गया प्रॉब्लम सिंप्लीफाई करने का तरीका। दूसरा प्रॉब्लम सिंप्लीफाई करने का तरीका ये हो सकता है, आप ये बोलते कि भाई देखो 42C2 total number of handshakes that might have taken in the party. इसमें से हम क्या क्या घटाएंगे? We will be subtracting 10 into 4C2. In one line you could have solved. And then 2C2. What is this? What is this? This is for the guests जो हाथ नहीं मिलना चाहिए. And this is for the hosts. So this is going to be the total number of handshakes. If you simplify this, your answer is going to be nothing but 800, right? Is that okay? Now, since you're understanding this thing, we should move on and we should try to solve some other problem जो आजकल आपके एग्जामिनेशन में पूछा जा रहा है, आ रहा है. Something like this. Geometry में किस तरीके से हम परम्यूटेशन एंड कॉम्बिनेशन को यूज करते हैं, समझो ना. How many points are required to form one straight line. Obviously this has to be nothing but 2 points. भाई आप कोई भी स्ट्रेट लाइन बनाएगा आपको 2 पॉइंट तो चाहिए होंगे ना, एक ये और एक ये. One starting point, the other is ending point. We need to have 2 points. अब अगर आपको ये बात समझ में आती है तो मैं तो इसको ऐसे भी बोल सकता था ना भाई, 2C2. You take 2 points out of 2 points and this can be nothing but in only one way, isn't it? What if I have got 3 points? What if, देखना ध्यान से समझना इस चीज को. I have got 3 non-collinear points. And what is the meaning of non-collinear points? They would not fall in one straight line. So अगर मेरे पास में 3 non-collinear point हैं, कुछ ऐसा होगा 1, 2 and then 3. And how many straight lines I can have out of 3 non-collinear points? By the way, कई सारे लोग confused हो जाते हैं भाई, 3 collinear points किसको बोलोगे आप? Collinear points, they fall in one एक ही लाइन में. So 1 and then 2 and then 3. And I said that all the points are falling in one straight line. So how many straight lines can be formed? Only one. आप अब इसको ये तो नहीं बोल सकते ना कि देखो जैसे आप इसको ये सेपरेट स्ट्रेट लाइन तो बोल नहीं सकते, इसको सेपरेट लाइन बोल नहीं सकते, इसको सेपरेट लाइन बोल नहीं सकते, बिकॉज दीज 3 स्ट्रेट लाइंस आर इन वन दे आर ऑल कोलिनियर. इसको हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? एक रेखीय, कुछ ऐसा कि ये सारे के सारे पॉइंट्स एक ही रेखा में लाई करते हैं. तो अब पॉइंट्स, now you have either 2 points or you have 3 points or you have 4 points or you have 5 points or you have 1000 points. It does not make a difference how many straight lines you will be having. You will be having only one straight line provided they're all in one straight line or they're all collinear. प्रॉब्लम तो तभी डिजाइन किया जा सकता है जब वो सारे के सारे नॉन कोलिनियर हो, isn't it? So that's why I said that I have got 3 नॉन कोलिनियर पॉइंट्स. और अगर 3 नॉन कोलिनियर पॉइंट है तो पहला कौन सा बनेगा? ये. फिर दूसरा कौन सा बनेगा? ये. और फिर तीसरा कौन सा बनेगा? ये. Can I say this is nothing but 3C2? And if you simplify 3C2, aren't you getting 3? Aren't you getting 3? So how many non-collinear points I am having? I'm having 3 non-collinear points, right? What if I have got 4 non-collinear points? 4 non-collinear points. How many straight lines can be formed? 4 non-collinear points. Find the total number of straight lines that can be formed. अब पॉइंट्स अगर नॉन कोलिनियर है ना, ये देखो 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4, एक ही लाइन में सिर्फ 2 ही पॉइंट्स लाई कर सकता है, दैट इज इट. अब कितने सारे स्ट्रेट लाइन बनेंगे यहाँ पे? देखो ना, ये पहला and then second and then third and then fourth and fifth and sixth. So can we say that this should have been 4C2? This should have been 4C2, which is nothing but 4 into 3 divided by 2 into 1 and which is nothing but 6. क्या यही 6 है वो? क्या यही 6 है वो? So what if I say I have got something which is very meaningful? We are going to get 5 non-collinear points. 5 non-collinear points. How many straight lines can be formed by using 5 non-collinear points? Tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. What if I have got something like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. यही ना भाई? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points that are non-collinear to each other. क्या बनेगा यहाँ पे? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. एक तो ये 5 हो गया. Now you will also be having, this is 1. Now think of this as a pentagon. These are the sides of the pentagon. यही ना? और कितने सारे diagonal बनेंगे? अब देखना, इस पॉइंट से 1, 2, यहां पे आ जाओ, 3 and then 4, फिर यहां पे आ जाओ, ये तो हो गया एक ये वाला 5. यहां पे जाओगे तो सारे diagonal बने, यहां पे आओगे तो सारे के सारे diagonal बने हुए हैं. So how many straight lines are we having? By the way, we are having 5C2. And if you simplify 5C2, what is that you are going to be getting? 5 divided by this, which is nothing but 10. क्या यही 10 वो straight line आए हुए हैं? आप ये देखो ना, 5 yellow line, 5 white lines. Can I say that 10 में भी ये 5 plus 5 है? Had it been a problem of finding the diagonals, और प्रॉब्लम ये पूछ ले कि भाई देखो एक पेंटागन है और इस पेंटागन में नंबर ऑफ डायगोनल्स कितने हैं, that can be a problem. How many diagonals are there? The white lines are the diagonals. So can I say that there will be 5 diagonals in a given pentagon? Now one more and then I will develop a better shortcut for you. What if your problem is something like this? What if your problem is you have got 6 non-collinear points. Find the total number of straight lines. Find the total number of straight lines. एक तो ये प्रॉब्लम, या तो दूसरा प्रॉब्लम ये पूछा जा सकता है, find the number of diagonals in a given regular hexagon. क्या आंसर होना चाहिए यहां पे? रेगुलर हेक्सागन. अगर हमारे को निकालना हुआ पहला वाला, मुस्कान, you're getting the right answer. I have got something like this. मैं बोल लूं कि देखो यार, ये प्रॉब्लम लगाने के लिए I have got 6 points out there. What are these 6 points? 1 and then 2 and then 3, 4, 5 and then 6. And they must be non-collinear, which they are in our case. So the question is, how many straight lines we can form? Understand, this is the first and the second and the third and the fourth and fifth and the sixth. There are 6 sides of the hexagon. If it is hexagon, it is going to be having 6 sides. Now how many diagonals will it be having? Let us try to find out diagonals by using this. Let us take this vertex out here. From here you cannot draw diagonal from this point to this point and not from this point to this point. So diagonal number 1 is this, 1 and then 2 and then 3, isn't it? Go to this point, 4, 5, 6, isn't it? Now from here it is drawn and then 7 and then 8. Then come to this point. This is done. This is done. And this is what? 9. Almost everything has been done, right? So ये कितने सारे हमने ड्रॉ कर दिए? Total 6 हमने ड्रॉ किए, isn't it? So no 9. We did 9. So we could say that this is nothing but 6c2. क्यों दिमाग लगाऊं मैं? इतना मैं क्यों करूं? 6c2. So I would say that 6c2 is nothing but 6 into 5 divided by 2 into 1. यही ना भाई? So that is nothing but 15. And these 15 will be having sides plus diagonal. ऐसा भी तो बोल सकते थे ना? Sides plus diagonals. How many sides it will be having? It will be having only 6 sides because it is a hexagon. तो अब वो 6 हटा दिया तो बाकी क्या बच गया? सारा का सारा diagonal बच गया. So we could subtract, if you subtract 6 from 15, what is that you're having? You're having 9. And how many diagonals are we having? We are having 9 diagonals. तो हम क्या बोल सकते हैं यहाँ पे? We can say, if you're understanding this thing, and I can generalize this by saying this. The number of diagonals out of n-sided regular polygon. And I would say that number of diagonals will be please understand this thing out here. It is going to be nothing but nc2. If you got n-sided polygon, what is going to be the number of sides? It is going to be nothing but n by 4 sides. If you have been given 4-sided regular polygon, what is going to be the sides? 4. Pentagon 6 sides, hexagon 6 sides, octagon 8 sides. So 8nc2 minus number of sides, which is n. So this is going to be number of diagonals ka formula. That can be created. I hope you're understanding what I'm talking about. nc2 minus n. Why nc2 minus n? Probably you understand. This is total number of straight lines. Out of total number of straight lines, so you're subtracting the number of straight lines, the sizes, no, not the side, the sides, and hence you will be having the total number of diagonals. अब अगर आपको ये बात समझ में आई है, कहाँ गए भाई? हाँ, अगर आपको ये बात समझ में आई, आप इस प्रॉब्लम को लगाओ ताकि हम आगे बढ़ जाएं. Find the total number of diagonals, in a given octagon. And now this was the problem in UPSC CSAT. Find total number of diagonals in a given octagon. If it is octagon, how many diagonals you are going to be having? Tell me. What do you think is the answer, people? The total number of diagonals. Total number of diagonals, 8c2 minus 8. If it is octagon, isn't it? 8c2, if you simplify, this is coming out as 28. Minus 8. What is the number of diagonals? It is 20. If it is octagon, if it is, I would say if it is decagon. What is decagon? A shape having 10 sides. If a shape is having 10 sides, it is going to be 10c2 minus 10. What is the value of 10c2? 10 into 11 divided by 2, which is 55. 55 minus 10, that answer is coming out as 45. So if there is a shape which is having 10 sides, the number of diagonals will be 45. कहाँ बैठ के इसको काउंट करते फिरोगे यार? अगर एग्जाम में आ गया तो क्या आप इन डायगोनल्स को बना के काउंटिंग करने शुरू करोगे क्या? कुछ ऐसे भाई बंधु होंगे, कुछ ऐसी बहनें होंगी, दे विल बी ट्राइंग टू डू दैट. or they will be wasting their time. Why to do such a thing, isn't it? So I hope you're understanding this thing. So why this is 35? I found out for decagon, a shape having 10 sides. Now if you're understanding this thing, I need to be solving this problem out here, and I say that there are 10 points. It's a very good problem to solve. There are 10 points, out of which 7 are collinear. Find the number of straight lines. Find the number of straight lines. What do you think is your answer? Take your time. Take 30, 40, 50 seconds to interpret what this problem is all about. मैं हर बार अभी तक तो नॉन कोलिनियर ही बोल रहा था. अब मैंने बोला कि I have got 10 points. Out of those 10 points, there are 7 points that will fall in one straight line. So what is that we should be doing about it? And if it is something like this, you see, मैंने अगर इस प्रॉब्लम को सिंप्लीफाई करना हो तो मैं क्या बोलूंगा? मैं बोलूंगा ऐसा कुछ 7 आर कोलिनियर बाई 7 पॉइंट्स आर इन वन लाइन. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. तो जो बच गया वो नॉन कोलिनियर हो गया ना, जो बच गया वो नॉन कोलिनियर हो गया. समथिंग लाइक दिस 1 and then 2 and then 3. तो इन तीनों पॉइंट से जो नॉन कोलिनियर है वहां पे कितने सारे स्ट्रेट लाइन बन रहे हैं? So I'll say that this is 1 and this is 2 and then this is 3. And from each of these points you will be having 10 more, 1 and then 2 and then 3. Do you understand this? And then 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 1 and then 2 and then 3. From here also 1 and 2 and then 3. From here also 1 and then 2 and then 3. From here also 1 and then 2 and then 3. और एक ये वाला. इतने सारे स्ट्रेट लाइन तो बनेंगे. मैं कह रहा हूं इतना कौन काउंट करे बैठ के? मैं तो ऐसे बोल सकता हूं, what if had these 10 points been non-collinear, then the total number of straight lines would have been 10c2, right? But out of which 7 are falling in one straight line. So in 7 से जो possibility होनी चाहिए थी वो तो possibility बची नहीं उसको. So मैं कहूंगा -7c2. Do you understand this? But 7c2 में सारा का सारा तो subtract कर नहीं सकता, because 7 points will give you at least one straight line तो देगा ना ये. So this is coming out as 1. So what is this answer? 10c2 is 55. That you have, we just found out what is the value of 10c2. 10c2 is 10 into 9 divided by 2 into 1. Oh, my bad. I should have, this is 45, not 55. This is 45, right? So 45 minus, what is the value of 7c2? 7c2 is 21, which is 7 into 6 divided by 2 into 1, which is 21, minus 21 and plus 1. So if you simplify this, this is 45 minus 20. The right answer is coming out as 25. The right answer is coming out as 25. तो यहां से अगर आप निकालते हैं ना, वो क्या होता है? इन तीनों पॉइंट्स के कितने होते हैं? इन तीनों पॉइंट्स के 3c2. यही ना भाई, अगर हमने पहले वाले तरीके से काउंटिंग शुरू करी होती तो ये होता 3c2 एंड 3c2 इज नथिंग बट 3. फिर हर एक पॉइंट से यहाँ पे 3 बनते, तो 1 2 3 4 5 which would have been 21. भाई यहां से भी 3, यहां से भी 3, यहां से भी 3, यहां से भी 3, यहां से भी 3. So 7 into 3 21. And then 1 over here. this would have been 1. So don't you think if you अगर इन सबको भी ऐड किया होता तब भी आंसर आता 25. Whereas if you simplify this in one line, still you are getting answer as 25. और यहाँ पे जो ये जो +1 लिखा है, that is something which is really very important, क्योंकि आपके एग्जामिनेशन में ऑप्शन 25 भी होगा. If it is the problem, then answer will be 25, 26, 24. ये तीनों ऑप्शन होने चाहिए कि आपने गलती करी और आपका आंसर वहां पे धड़ाम हो गया. Right? I hope you're understanding. I hope you're understanding this point. Now, let us go ahead and try to simplify one more problem based on this understanding. ये प्रॉब्लम आपके यहाँ पे बिल्कुल सिमिलर सा प्रॉब्लम पूछा गया हुआ है, something like this. I will say that L1 and L2 are two parallel lines. L1 is parallel to L2. ठीक है जी. These two straight lines are parallel, and then L1 has got 4 points onto this, 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4, whereas this has got 5 points. What is that you should be doing? Find the total number of triangles. Find the total number of triangles. Please do that. Please do that. How will you find out total number of triangles? Here. What is that you should do? There are two ways to simplify this problem. समझो इस चीज को. अगर इस प्रॉब्लम के बजाय मैं आपको कोई सिंपल सा प्रॉब्लम देता, मैं बोलता कि I have got pentagon, something like this. How many triangles can be formed out here? How many triangles can be formed? In order to have one triangle, how many vertices should we be needing? We need to be having 3 vertices. So can I say that if there are 5, I will be having 5C3, and 5C3 अगर आप सिंप्लीफाई करोगे तो 10. मैं कह रहा हूँ 10 ट्राइंगल्स बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है. आपको अपने पता है कि अगर आपके पास में नंबर ऑफ वर्टिसेस है 5 and they're all non-collinear, then the total number of triangles that you will be forming. भाई ट्राइंगल बनाने के लिए 3 पॉइंट. स्ट्रेट लाइन जैसे आपने सीखा था, स्ट्रेट लाइन बनाने के लिए 2 पॉइंट्स, तो 5C2 आपने किया 10, अरे 5C और 5C3, you will be needing 3 points out of 5 points in order to make one triangle, and hence the answer will be 10. अगर प्रॉब्लम होता कुछ ऐसा, पहले तो ये समझते हैं कि ये हो क्या रहा है. Had I had 4 points, 4 non-collinear points, then what would have been total number of triangles? Tell me. So the 4C3, you need 3 points out of every 4 points in order to have one triangle. So this is 4C3. If you simplify this, this is going to be coming out as 4. So मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ इसको, 1, देखो 1, 2, 3. This is the first triangle, isn't it? Then 1, 2, 3. This is the second triangle, isn't it? And then I would say anything which is darker, this is going to be another triangle, isn't it? And then this will be another triangle. This will be another triangle. So how many triangles did you form? You formed 4 triangles. And ये क्या यही नहीं निकल रहा है? तो मैं क्या कह रहा हूं कि भाई स्ट्रेट लाइन चाहिए तो यू नीड 2 पॉइंट्स. In order to have triangles, you will be needing 3 points. अब I'm gonna come back to my problem, which is given to me here. And the problem is, भैया आपके पास में देखो दो पैरेलल लाइंस हैं और आपको बनाने हैं ट्रायंगल. मैं कह रहा हूं मेरा पहला केस क्या हो सकता है यहां पे. What can be my first case out here? My first case can be, what if I choose 2 points from L1 and 1 point from L2. Not for, but from L2. Can it be a case? Yes, it can be a case. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया कि यहां पे 2 points from here. Can this be a triangle? Yes, it can be a triangle. If I take these 2 points, and I take 1 point from here, is it also a triangle? Yes, this is also a triangle. If I take these 3 points, this is also a triangle. So if I choose 2 points from L1 and 1 point from L2, will I be having triangles? Yes, but in how many ways you can do that? 2 points from L1, so this is 4C2, 2 points from L1 and 1 point from L2, so 5C1. If you simplify, this is 6 and this is 5. So there will be 30 such triangles. What is the second mechanism to solve the problem? I will say that, okay, can I do this out here? Can I do this? Where I say that, okay, listen, what if I have 2 points from L2 and 1 point from L1, 1 point from L1. Can I have this? Yes, we can have this. और अगर ऐसा हो गया तो क्या करेंगे? कहने का क्या मतलब हुआ कि मेरे को कौन से ट्रायंगल चाहिए यहाँ पे, समझो, मेरे को ट्रायंगल चाहिए ये वाले. अगर मैं 2 पॉइंट यहाँ से ले लूं और एक कोई यहाँ से ले लूं, ये भी तो ट्रायंगल बनेगा ना भाई. What if I take these 2 points and 1 point this is also a triangle. So 2 points from L2 and 1 point from L1 will also be giving me the total number of triangles. क्या करेंगे? 2 points from L2, how many? 5 points में से you have to choose 2 points and out of 4 points you will have to take 1. So 5C2 is what? If you simplify 10 and this is 4, what is this? 40. Right? This was case 2. This was case 2. So case 1 got you 30 triangles, whereas case 2 is getting you 40 triangles. So what is going to be the total number of triangles? It is going to be case 1 30, case 2 40. The total number of triangles that are coming are nothing but 70. Problem simple ho gaya. Is this okay? Or I hope you have understood this, but this is a very large way to simplify the problem. What can be one simple way to simplify this? मैं बोल दूं कि भाई देखो, आप कुछ प्रॉब्लम को ऐसे लगा दो. कहाँ गया भैया ये? It is here. It is here. I say this. If I have to simplify this problem in one line, what is that one line? मैं बोल दूं यार देखो ये 9 points हैं. 1 2 3 4 4 here, 5 here. Had they all been non-collinear, then the total number of triangles out of these 9 points would have been 9C3. By 9C3 hota na. But since these 4 points are lying on L1, so the total number of triangles that they could have formed had they been non-collinear, अब तो वो नहीं हो सकता, तो यहां से क्या करेंगे? ये 4C3 सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देंगे. The similar is over here. भाई ये 5 के 5 पॉइंट का जो ट्राइंगल है वो हमने यहाँ पे काउंट करके रखा हुआ है, बट क्योंकि वो 5 के 5 पॉइंट कोलिनियर है, इसलिए जो नंबर ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज हो सकती थी अब वो नहीं होगी, तो मैं बोलूंगा ये -5C3 कर दो. If you simplify this 9C3, what is the value of 9C3? So 9C3 is 9 into 8 into 7 divided by 3 into 2 into 1. That is what we have learned. So this is 3 and then this is 4. This is 12 into 7. This is 84. 84 minus 4C3. 4C3 is nothing but 4C1, which is 4. and 5C3 is nothing but 5C2, which is 10. Aren't we getting 70 as an answer? Aren't we getting 70 as an answer? Simple. Bang. या तो आप केसेस बना बना के करो, या तो आप ये समझ जाओ कि आप कर क्या रहे हो, आपको प्रॉब्लम सिंप्लीफाइड हो गया. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट? यस और नो? हाँ जी. Did you understand this problem? Now, one last problem that I would like to do out here is this. क्योंकि ये सारे के सारे हमारे एग्जाम्स में ऑलरेडी पूछे जा चुके हैं, किसी न किसी फॉर्म पे पूछे जा चुके हैं. मैं बोल दूं कि I have got this figure out here, right? Something like this. Find the total number of rectangles here. Find the total number of rectangles. देखो, एक तो रेक्टेंगल अगर आपने निकालना हुआ ना, आपको ये पता होना चाहिए all the squares are rectangles. So this and this bigger one. How many squares are possible? There are 5 squares that are possible. So if there are 5 squares that are possible, so ये जो 5 के पांचों होंगे, पहले तो ये आपके रेक्टेंगल की काउंटिंग में आ ही जाएंगे for sure by default. अब can I say that this is a triangle out here? This is a rectangle out here. This is a rectangle. Yes. Is it also a rectangle? Yes. So 2 तो ये हो गया. Will it also be a rectangle? Yes. 4th and then this. So 4. What is this? How many rectangles are going to be there? There are going to be a total of 9 rectangles. But अगर आपने ये जो लाइन में बोलना चाहता हूं, अगर वो आपको समझ में आ गई, तो फिर आपका प्रॉब्लम हो गया सिंप्लीफाइड. वो प्रॉब्लम क्या रहा समझो. टू फॉर्म अ रेक्टेंगल, four straight lines are required. 4 straight lines are required. इसमें तो किसी को डाउट ही नहीं है ना, कि कोई भी रेक्टेंगल बनाना है तो we have to have 4 straight lines. Now out of those 4, 2 lines must be horizontal. 2 lines must be horizontal and 2 lines must be vertical. तो लाइंस कितने बनेंगे? लाइंस बनेंगे टोटल 4, तब बनेगा रेक्टेंगल. आउट ऑफ दोज 4 लाइंस you have to have 2 vertical lines and 2 horizontal lines. I hope you're agreeing with me on this. अब यहां पे how many vertical lines do you have? How many vertical lines do you have? There are 1 and then 2 and then 3. So there are 3 vertical lines and we have to choose 2 vertical lines out of 3 vertical lines. And how many horizontal lines do I have? 1 and then 2 and then 3. And out of these 3 horizontal lines, I should be having 2 horizontal lines. So this is going to be what? 3 into 3 and that is coming out as 9. Don't you think this is the right answer? Right? तो इसका मतलब क्या हो गया कि आपको ये चीज समझ में आनी चाहिए पहले कि ये हो क्या रहा है और कैसे हमने 2 straight lines select किया out of these 3 vertical straight lines and how did we choose 2 horizontal straight lines out of 3 horizontal straight lines. अगर ये चीज हमारे को समझ में आई तो हमारा मुद्दा हो गया बड़ा आसान. कैसे? अब आप कुछ भी कर लो. अब आप बोल दो कि ये यहां पे मेरे पास 1 ये ऐसे how many rectangles I can have here. It's a pretty simple problem. एक लाइन में मैं आंसर निकाल के दिखा सकता हूं. कैसे? I need 4 straight lines. How many straight lines do you have? Horizontal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6C2 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. है ना, 1 2 3 4 5, 5c2, काम खत्म मेरा. 6c2 is what, 6 into 5 divided by 2 into 1, so which is coming out as 15. एंड 5c2 अगर आप सिंप्लीफाई करोगे 10. 150 रेक्टेंगल्स कहाँ काउंट करते फिरोगे इसके अंदर में, कहाँ काउंट करते फिरोगे 150 रेक्टेंगल्स. इट्स प्रीटी सिंपल प्रॉब्लम फॉर यू टू सॉल्व. क्या ये बात आपको समझ में आई? नाउ number of rows and columns, they are same, they are different, we are not even bothered. What is that we are bothered about? We are bothered about they must be forming 90 degree. भाई वो तो होना चाहिए, है ना. ये सारे के सारे क्या होना चाहिए, वर्टिकल लाइंस और सारे के सारे हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइंस है, तो 90 डिग्री का एंगल तो बन ही रहा है. वापस what did I say? You need to be having 2 vertical lines and 2 horizontal lines and your problem is simplified. So before we go ahead, I need you to solve this problem also. Such a simple problem this will look like now. How many, in this figure, how many rectangles you see? How many rectangles you see here? So can I say that 5 vertical lines and 5 horizontal lines? ये तो हुआ ना, isn't it? 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 and 5. So this is nothing but 10 into 10. The number of rectangles is coming out as nothing but 100. क्या ये बात आपको समझ में आ गई? क्या ये बात समझ में आ गई? 100 इज द राइट आंसर. कौन इसको काउंटिंग करेगा यार? कहाँ काउंटिंग करेगा? रोज सेम है, रोज डिफरेंट है. सॉरी, मतलब रोज एंड कॉलम्स इफ दे आर सेम, दे आर डिफरेंट, इट डजंट मेक अ डिफरेंस. All that you need to know, you need to have 4 lines. Out of those 4 lines, you should be having 2 vertical lines and you should be having 2 horizontal lines. काम खत्म हो गया आपका, प्रॉब्लम हो गया simplified. Now, before you go ahead, one last problem of the day. There are, I would say there are m parallel vertical lines and n parallel horizontal lines. Find the total number of parallelograms. Find the total number of parallelograms. Pretty simple problem. If you understand what does this is all about. m parallel vertical lines and n horizontal parallel lines. भाई मेरे को तो चाहिए mc2 and nc2. My problem is simplified. इसके आगे ऑप्शन आपको यही देके रखेगा, इससे ज्यादा वो कैलकुलेशन आपसे करवाना ही नहीं चाहेगा. Did you understand this? mc2 into nc2, problem is simple. So this is what I had for today. So I'm gonna see you in the next class, which is on the next Saturday. There will be no cancellation. इस पूरे के पूरे टेन्योर में अगर आपने देखा होगा तो सिर्फ एक क्लास कैंसिल हुई है, वो भी कल वाली. तो there will be no such cancellations. You need to come on to the site. एक बार चेक कर लेना. और ये आपको लाइव क्लास का जो बाय वेडनेसडे थर्सडे हम लाइव क्लास के लिंक तो दे ही देते हैं. ठीक है जी. हाँ मुस्कान, आज कम लोग थे बिकॉज आई डोंट नो मिसकम्युनिकेशन और समथिंग, और लोगों को ये लगा कि इस वीक की सारी क्लास नहीं है, इसलिए ऐसा हुआ होगा, है ना. ठीक है जी. चलो, आई एम गोना सी यू नेक्स्ट वीकेंड. थैंक यू मुस्कान, थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग हियर. ओके देन, टेक केयर पीपल. Take care. Bye bye.